What's up and welcome everybody to a new video here on the official MTG Arena YouTube channel. My name is Ashlizzlle and today we are committing crimes in this Grixis crime deck for standard best of one. Alright, so this Grixis deck is built around committing crimes, which is a new game action introduced in Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And committing a crime basically means that you're targeting an opponent, anything they control, and or cards in their graveyard. The second you do that, you have committed a crime. Now, we have a few really fantastic ways to commit crimes in Standard. One of them is Tiny Bones Joins Up, a 1-mana legendary enchantment. When Tiny Bones joins up enters the battlefield, any number of target players each discard a card. This is committing a crime as long as you target your opponent. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield in your control, any number of target players each mill a card and lose 1 life. Once again, if you target your opponent, you have committed a crime. Alongside Tiny Bones Joins Up, we also have Unlicensed Hearse as a fantastic engine to commit crimes. A 2-mana artifact, you can tap it and exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Unlicensed Hearse power and toughness are equal to the number of cards exiled with it, and its crew cost is 2. But you don't really animate or crew this thing usually. It's just there to be a fantastic crime engine. So alongside those 2 cards that I just mentioned, another fantastic way to commit crimes is simply through spot removal. So in this deck, we're playing 3 copies of Cut Down and 3 copies of Go for the Throw to keep our opponent's board in check while also committing crimes. And then we have 2 other cards in this deck that are also capable of committing crimes. The Deep Cavern Bat, 2-mana, 1/1, flying lifelink creature. And when the Deep Cavern Bat ends the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand and you may exile a non-land card from it until Deep Cavern Bat leaves the battlefield. And this, by looking at a target opponent's hand, commits a crime. We also have Corpse Appraiser, which is just basically one of the best cards in Grixis colors, which ends the battlefield, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. If a card is put in the exile this way, you look at the top 3 cards of your library, and then put one of those cards into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. So not only does Corpse Appraiser give us a card, but also Corpse Appraiser commits a crime, and that's what we care about the most. Both are good, but we want to commit crimes in this deck. So now it's time to talk about our crime payoff cards. And most of these crime payoff cards are all legendary creatures. And this just works absolutely amazing with Tiny Bones Joins Up, because Tiny Bones cares about a legendary creature entering the battlefield in your control and then you commit a crime. So I can put any of these legendary crime payoff cards onto the battlefield and immediately commit a crime as long as I have Tiny Bones Joins Up on the battlefield. And that is just fantastic value, especially with cards like Vatmir and Magda. Vatmir is a 2-mana, 2/2 legendary creature vampire rogue, and whenever you commit a crime, you put a 1/1 counter on Vatmir. This ability triggers only once each turn. And as long as Vatmir has 4 or more 1/1 counters on it, it has Menace and Lifelink. So if I have Tiny Bones Joins Up on the battlefield, Vatmir will immediately get a 1/1 counter. Now, another reason why I am playing Unlicensed Hearse in this deck, because I know some of you might mention, where is Lord Skitter? Now, Lord Skitter is a 3-mana creature that targets the opponent's graveyard to exile a card at the beginning of combat, I'm pretty sure. But I like Unlicensed Hearse better in this deck because it allows me to commit a crime on my opponent's turn as well, which I care about more than having another legendary with some exile synergy. So that's just to get that out of the way. I like Unlicensed Hearse over Lord Skitter in a deck like this. Because we also have Magda, the Horde Master, 2-mana, 2/2. Whenever you commit a crime, you create a tapped treasure token. Ability triggers only once each turn. So once again, a card that benefits from also committing a crime on our opponent's turn, which is where the Unlicensed Hearse is clutch. We can also do that through our spot removal if we have mana up. You can also sacrifice 3 treasures with Magda to create a 4/4 red scorpion dragon creature token with flying and haste. You can only activate it as a sorcery. And this happens more often than you think. Magda is fantastic value in a deck like this. Another incredible payoff card is Karvek the Punisher. 3-mana, 3/3 legendary creature, human warlock, and whenever you commit a crime, you exile up to 1 target black card from your graveyard and copy it. You may cast a copy. If you do, you lose 2 life. This card is so good in a deck with so many black spells like we have in this deck, because we can basically replay nearly everything. Deep Cavern Bat is a card that very easily, people want to remove this thing. They want to get their card back. If I have Karvek in play and I commit a crime either through a Cut Down, Tiny Bones trigger, Unlicensed Hearse trigger, I can literally, if I have 2 mana up, I can replay my Deep Cavern Bat. I can do this with spot removal. I could bring back Corpse Appraiser if it gets removed. I could bring back a Tiny Bones Joins Up from the graveyard if I have one of those in my graveyard. This Karvek just basically replays everything. And that is so incredibly valuable, especially in games that go on a little longer. Being able to just have your graveyard technically be your hand is just amazing. Super great value in Karvek, and I basically included in all of my crime decks that I've been building lately. Okay, and this is basically, you can read it by the title here, Marchesa Fan Club. I am such a big fan of this card, and she is the main reason why I will always be in Grixis colors if I'm planning to commit crimes. Marchesa, 3 mana, 3/4, legendary creature, human rogue, and whenever you commit a crime, you may pay 1. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your library and put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. So not only does Marchesa have great synergy with Karvak because you put cards into your graveyard and Karvak can bring them back out of your graveyard when you commit a crime, both Karvak and Marchesa are not limited to once a turn like Vatmir and Magda are. So if I can find a way to constantly like keep committing crimes, I can keep using their like abilities. And that gets out of hand really quickly, especially like Marchesa. I have to just hold up 1 mana and I can keep drawing a card. She is an absolute house of a card, and the amount of card advantage that Marchesa represents is just basically unbelievable. Like, this card is way too good, and definitely one of the strongest cards in this deck. And speaking of powerful cards, at the very top of the deck, we have Gisa the Hellraiser. 5 mana, 4/4 creature with ward that's pay 2 mana and pay 2 life. And skeletons and zombies you control get +1/+1 and have menace as long as Gisa is on the board. And whenever you commit a crime, you create 2 tapped 2/2 blue and black zombie rogue creature tokens. This ability triggers only once each turn. So if I have Tiny Bones joins up on the battlefield and I somehow manage to curve out into Gisa, turn 5, as fast as turn 5, Gisa represents 10 power on the board. Because the zombie rogue tokens will each be 3 power, 3 toughness, and then Gisa herself is a 4/4. And whenever you commit a crime going forward, you put an additional 6 power on the board. And obviously, the zombie rogues have menace, which is definitely something that is incredibly valuable as well. Gisa is the perfect card at the top end of this deck, and if she doesn't get removed, she will take over the game. Like, Gisa is amazing. All right, so now that you understand how the deck works, it's time to commit some crimes. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to the official MTG Arena YouTube channel. And if you want to check out some more of my own content, you can do that over on youtube.com/Ashlizzlle, where I post daily MTG Arena brews. All right, shout out to Whistle of the Coast for allowing me to make another video for you guys. Without further ado, let's get started. I like it. I like it. We got the hearse, so we got a nice crime activator. Tiny Bones is a sick turn 1 play. Marchesa's on the way. This is looking good. Plus, we have all the colors that we need. Which is always nice in a 3-color deck. Can't complain there. Seems to at least be a really nice 1, 2, 3 curve, you know? Alright, let's get started. Turn 1 Tiny Bones. I feel alive. That's my friend right there. I love Tiny Bones. Alright, red aggro. Here we are. I will set up Vatmir. Now, I'm wondering if I am... Yeah, why not? I'll attack with Tiny Bones. Let's see. We got a good curve, so... Feeling pretty alright about that. Just gotta make sure that the graveyard, like, somewhat gets, like, filled up, too, so we can get our crime value. Is this gonna be Slick Shot? Is it Slick Shot? I'm scared. Not gonna... No blocks. Monster's Rage immediately? Okay. Well. So we have... That's pretty good. I wonder if this is what I do. You know what? After all, why shouldn't I? After all, why shouldn't we? Let's steal... Let's steal that Swift Spear. Come here, come here, come here. My Swift Spear now. There we go. Makes a decent target to, like, chump with for a little bit or something. I also like Vatmir 3 power right now. Pretty nice. Life total at 13. Don't like that very much. They, went a little crazy with it. Yep, I guess I'll try to block this. It could be another Monster's Rage, but that's fine, because at least we get the trade. So, what is the move? Twinferno? Alright, that's fine too. Get another trade anyway. Can Tiny Bones steal a Kumano? Non-land permanent, yes. Ooh, okay, we love to see that. They realized very soon we were going to be the mono-red aggro deck, so you take it. Let's go Tiny Bones. Okay, this is a weird one. This is a very weird one. I mean, I love the bet on turn 2 and the potential of the Grixis. But I also don't have like a crime engine right now, so I'd have to draw into that. And like I have nothing else really to do. I think this guy, I gotta mull this. I think a curve is too important. Also, if you hear that bird. Okay, I need my editor to cut that out. We got my grandma's bird over here. Yeah. She's a little, she loves to make noise. Okay. Alright, so double bat, go for the throw, and Karvak. This is okay, but look like a Demir deck. But that's fine. I'm just gonna keep it like this, because I want to curve out. Ooh, consider. This could be blue-white mentor with Geralt. That would be really cool. I still want to make that deck myself. Ooh, Vetmir though? I could start committing crimes. It still feels like weird to say that. Like, ooh, I'm going to commit crimes right now. Do I just want to go for that? I mean, probably. I mean, yeah, we could start growing Vetmir. We'll hit him with a turn 3 bat. Or I guess like go for throw if I need to. But having some crime payoff down already should be pretty good. If they play blue-white mentor, they have a... Is this... What is this? If they play blue-white mentor, they're not really going to bring back a mentor or like play a mentor on turn 3 or like a... anything of that nature. But this is getting me a little suspicious now. Okay, so we're gonna commit a crime with the Deep Cavern Bat. Vetmir triggers. Is Bat going to eat removal immediately? Okay, that's fine. We care about Vetmir living. Yeah, so it is Mentor. Alright. Wanderer's Intervention. 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Alright. Good to know. I'm just gonna like pop the map tokens that my opponent so kindly gave to us just now. Shout out to this bestie. Do I need that? So at the moment we don't see a Mentor or a Djinn in their hand. Or Geralt, perhaps? I could keep the cut down. Cut down is going to reach Mentor, possibly. Possibly, but I feel like very often if they're like not tapped out, the cut down doesn't hit because the Mentor goes to like 3 power. So I'm probably going to shove it in the graveyard here. Just kind of like understanding how the blue-white Mentor deck works. Like I'm a big fan of blue-white Mentor. Like I really love the deck. And I'm really tempted to see what happens with that deck now that it has access to basically another Mentor in the form of Geralt. Haven't tried it out yet. Maybe I'll try it out like in the next video? I don't know. I still want to try it out, but all I know is that the opponent needs to get themselves a Mentor or Djinn pretty quickly or things are not gonna end too well for them. Especially because, like, Vetmir. So Vetmir, as long as Vetmir has 4 more 1/1 counters and it has Menace and Lifelink. It gets a 1/1 counter through committing a crime. We can also speed up that process with the map tokens, which I really like. The map tokens will get Vetmir to Lifelink in no time. Alright, so let's commit another crime. Another Deep Cavern Bat. Especially because, I mean, you know. Ideally. Is this another... It would be really rough if this is... Okay, Prankster. So there we see the Djinn in the graveyard. We see 2 Reanimator spells, so let's grab one of them, and then they have to use the other Reanimator spell, and we can just go for the throw at that point. Alright, let's see if we can get Vetmir in Lifelink stage, range, whatever. Okay. No, not yet. Soon. Very soon. When we cast that go for the throw, we commit another crime. We're good to go. Karvak replaying a bat is also very good. So that was a Djinn they found by themselves. Okay. Thing is, especially because like Vetmir is also going to pick up Menace. Like it's not just Lifelink, it's also Menace. We just put him on a turn 2 cloak right now, so that's all I care about really. Like if you like they could helping hand, but it makes a creature come and play tapped. They could play Prankster, which would be untapped, but that's not gonna... You're not going to be able to block a creature with Menace. With one creature that can block on their side of the board, so... Oh. All right. And then... Okay, well, we've won then. So... Yeah. I was about to say, like, what can you do at that point? Alright, we're good. Easy carry by Vatmir. Alright, only 3 drops? I mean, I love the lands, but yeah, I'm not gonna win a game if I'm on the draw and I start on turn 3. Like, it's just not happening. So we gotta mull this. Okay, wish I had red mana here. But it's okay. I'm gonna keep this, and I'm just gonna get rid of the Otawara because... like, I can keep 3 mana around, but I need to find, like, red in order to cast my hand, so... I might as well take the risk, you know? Unless I draw into, like, Gisa and there's potential there, but... Alright, here we go. Nice. Rewarded. We start off with Tiny Bones joins up. Literally, like, if you play Tiny Bones on turn 1 of this deck... It's like rainbows and sunshine. Like, it just feels so good. Okay, Tiny is going to make the opponent discard, and red aggro it is. Monstrous Rage. So Vatmir will be really great in this matchup too. That is Slick Shot? Okay. So, what is the move? I could start with Magda and start creating treasures, but I think my priority should be on, like, growing Vatmir as fast as I can. Because the lifelink is going to be super clutch. However, we're up against a Slick Shot, and I am scared. I am nervous. This card brings your life total from, like, 20 to 0 in, like, 1 turn. If you, like, have it combined... Oh, no. Don't tell me there's 2. Alright, now I'm more scared. This is fine. This is fine. Let's stay committing crimes, guys. Let's stay playful together. I'm just putting a good blocker in play. Like, oof, okay. Double Slick Shot. I can see my life flash before me. It was fun. We had fun in this game. We did. We sure did. What are they? Wait, I mean, they're probably, like, waiting on something like a Monstrous Rage, 2 instants. Like, it's the crazy thing is if you have, like, 2 Slick Shots in play, a play would fire for 1 mana instead of 2 power. You deal, like, 6 power technically. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Don't do anything Slick Shots. Don't do it. Antagonize. Oh my god. Oh my. This is fine. This is really fine. This is what I mean. Like, where my life total go? Where did it go? Where did it go? It's gone. What am I looking for? Like, if I'm lucky, a cut down, maybe? One time? Marchesa, help us? One time? Okay. No. I also like the synergy between, I guess I could use that, between, like, Marchesa and Karvak in his deck, because you put things in the graveyard, which is pretty nice. Dude, I am probably just dead here, like... Alright. Pray for me, guys. This is... Yeah. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Slick Shot. Don't do it. Shock, okay. Still alive? Don't do it again? No, they are. They for sure gonna do it. Yeah, like... It's just... Guess I needed to just find removal. Look at this. 2 turns. Life total from, like, 20 to -5. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, we love winning coin flips. Painlands. I'll do it. Like, there's at least curve potential here. Why did I think I won a coin flip? Like, I didn't. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that. Magda, that's cool. That's cool. The Deep Cavern Bat has to get slammed on turn 2, though. If this is Temur control, Temur combo, Temur will still rage. I need to be able to stop, like, Nissa or Aftermath Analyst as fast as I can. But this is weird. Like, they're only grabbing mountains. What's up with that? Is this a different type of deck? I don't know what this is. No, okay. Okay. Alright. Gotta be ill-timed explosion then. And hope that the opponent doesn't find green anytime soon. So we are kind of good to do whatever we want here. Play the bet out. Play Marchesa. We need to find a way to commit crimes. We need to commit a crime. Urgent. Thing is, like, they're also gonna just cast Memory Deluge, and that's probably gonna just unlock the hand for them anyway. If this is not a top decked ill-timed explosion, because that would be really rough. And it's top decked explosion. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Okay. See, the thing is, we have the main board on License Hearse, which would be incredibly good right now. However, the hand is looking just pretty bad with a bunch of lands in it. Yeah, kind of not what we want to see. Not committing crimes. We just are dropping a legendary a turn. I was hoping the hand would develop a little bit better. It's also awkward against like all the explosions and stuff. Not great. Yeah, I fear it's too late because here we have the unlicensed Hearse now. Okay, what can I do? I can also like bounce Aftermath Analyst and hope that they don't have a land off the top, maybe. Because then they couldn't activate it for 3. Then again, you also risk more lands being milled, so it's risky. We could go for it, though. We could go for it. It's just... Okay, they'd have to have double green, though. You know what? I'm gonna go for it, you guys. So I'm just gonna do it right now. So I also get to commit a crime. So I'm gonna swing. So the opponent needs to have untapped green here, and then they can pop an Analyst. Taking my chances. Top decked untapped green source, so they just need to have like a forest. One of the like Capenna lands isn't gonna do it for them. Playing some cool cards in here though. Goldvein Hydra is pretty cool. Okay. And hopefully now the unlicensed Hearse can put in a little bit of work for us. See what they mill. 3 cards. Land. Okay. So looks like our risk paid off. They didn't have the untapped green source. Let's commit some more crimes here. Alright. Tiny Bones joins up. So that would be committing another crime. Like, we gotta be really careful here. Let's see. So I'm gonna target the opponent. There's an ill-timed explosion too. Like, if I play Gisa, I kind of want to be able to protect her. But I'm also not against, like, putting on some pressure here. Like, we could try to, like, bait them. So what if I sack? There we go. Let's get ourselves a Scorpion. Not too bad. We still have, like, the Plaza up to protect Magda. Okay. And I'm wondering if I am supposed to... exile right now from the graveyard. I think so. Because they could, if I like, they could also in response activate. So I think I'm supposed to like get it right now. So let's get rid of the Courtyard and just an island, I guess. There we go. Pass the turn. Gotta be very careful with Gisa. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like an ill-timed explosion slammed here. I don't know. So get a Cabareti Courtyard, but there's only still like 2 lands in the graveyard right now. They also can like slam another Analyst and then try to reanimate, so that's good. I mean, okay, so they're just gonna go for like bringing back the 2 lands. Sure then. It's not the end of the world for me. Another land. Okay, well, I'll play it out. Like, at some point, I want to be able to cast Gisa and also hold a Plaza, but for now, I guess I'm just gonna swing. The Hearse also stays growing, which is really good. So, alright, pass. I feel like this has to be where they try to hit us with Explosion, maybe? Thing is, like, at some point, Unlicensed Horror should be good enough to... Okay, so target legendary creature gains Hexproof until end of turn. Thank you very much. And, okay, that's gonna happen then. So they draw 2 cards. I like grab the land and then Memory Deluge, or I could grab both Deluges. That's also not bad. I mean, I do already have a lot of lands in play anyway, so it's like... I thought this was literally a deck that happened a lot in the best of 1. Okay, so 7. And then, what's the play? Nissa. And followed up by... Or are they gonna like... Is this a Virtue? Looking at their graveyard. No, just the forest. Okay. Triggers. And then is it Analyst? No, it's not. End step. Exile both Memory Deluges. Not gonna give them that. And we commit a crime. Good stuff. I think it's time for Gisa. Still want to commit a crime though. I still gotta commit crimes. Even though that was a land. So I can hold this. 2 legendaries. So I also have a treasure. So I could technically use that if I want to. Okay. This is it, you guys. This is it. What do they have? Like, the Hearse has done a great job kind of like hating on this deck a little bit. Okay, so at least not the trigger here to get like a new Nissa or new Analyst. You're gonna cast Virtue of Strength. Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. If the last card in hand is World Soul Rage, we're just out of luck, basically. I think. 3, 6, 9. Well, maybe. Maybe not. Depends what they go after here. What is the move? Is a World Soul Rage. Access 10 to the face. Alright. You know, maybe we're okay. Maybe. Just maybe. Let's go! Oh, that was nice! The Unlicensed Hearse. Not only a fantastic crime engine, but also really good against World Soul Rage. So you take it.